My name is Michael Jones. I live with my wife and our 4 children in Eagle River, Alaska. We just spent about 1 year in Fiji at the Orthodox Apostolic Mission there, and returning to our mission in the Kingdom of Tonga, which is a separate country and a mission of a little bit smaller scale, sort of a very new mission that's just being started up. And we'll be joining a Fijian priest there to help him establish that mission and the community there in Tonga. Sure. I wouldn't say we got called to missions in general. We got called to serve a mission in particular. I listened to a podcast with Father Paul Patitsas and Bobby Maddox on HM Faith Radio several years ago, talking about the mission in New Zealand, Fiji, Tonga, and Samoa. And at the end of that interview, Father Paul gave sort of a general invitation. He said, there's people out there I hope are listening to this little talk I'm giving, and you know that I'm talking to you. We want you to come and help. And for reasons God only knows, I think, it really struck me hard that he was speaking to me, and through that to my wife and my family, and that we had some way to help that mission. And over time, after a few visits and a few short-term trips, it became clear that it would be the right thing for our family to go and move there and actually participate more fully in the mission. So we finally did that at the beginning of 2022. The way that I connected best with people was by working with them. I am a building contractor at a small carpentry business here in Alaska that before going to the South Pacific, and I was assigned a relatively large building project, building a house there in Fiji for the orphanage there, and almost all of the closest relationships I had with people were the people that I worked with, both the men from the community who were also hired to work on that job, and the young men from the St. Tabitha home who would help us, maybe 1 or 2 times a week. And that chance to work with them, share our knowledge. I can teach them what I know, but they would teach me the things that I needed to learn about building in Fiji and the needs of the environment there, and the tools and materials available and things like that. All that sort of sharing knowledge back and forth and then working for a common goal really solidified relationships better than any other thing that I was able to do in Fiji.